It's so hyped to see stuff like that. But speaking of hype, we are getting one of the more hype Meta Knights in all of Tri-State. Philly's very own BONK. I mean, you know, Central PA, whatever. You know, he's Philly. He's Philly.
Yeah.
It counts. Illusion's very own BONK. We can definitively say
he's got the jersey.
Taking on Jut. And Jet, really all that's changing is a vowel.
Jet. Yeah.
Jort. Taking on Jort.
Yep.
Absolutely, shouts to John Cena. But nonetheless, BONK and Jet going to be an interesting matchup. Incineroar versus Meta Knight. And Incineroar main goes with the Incineroar come hell or high water. Now, people like this as a situational pick, but going Incineroar all the way, gotta admit, Clay, man, that takes some guts.
It does. But you know what? We're in the Rutgers Athletic Center, and that Meta Knight looks like a basketball, and all Jet wants to do is dunk that orb. He just wants to grab it like a medicine ball with that side, all those command grabs, all those strong throws he has.
And it is Rutgers colors now that I think about it. So yeah, hopefully we'll find a little bit more success in the Rutgers basketball team in this ends forward air. I mean, I call it as it is, okay? But
I can't do anything else.
Hey, women's basketball team is incredibly good.
Absolutely.
Shout out to C. Vivian Stringer, you're a legend. And jabs coming out from BONK.
He's still sitting with revenge. That's going to come off the board pretty soon. And it's going to come off with the throw. That instantly gets rid of the revenge.
Yeah.
But rolls behind, catches him double dipping with the forward smash, and gets a lariat for his troubles.
Well caped to avoid that command grab, which is deceptively hard, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that thing just sneaks up on you, and all of a sudden, you're in the arms of that Incineroar, and in the arms, indeed, of a German suplex, and that was static.
Just fell right into his waiting arms.
Drop that Meta Knight right on his neck, or whatever you might consider his neck.
Is he all neck, is what we have to ask.
I mean, it's like a Kirby, but wings, and also supposedly his face is just like Kirby's.
Right, and you know what? That doesn't help at all.
No, it doesn't.
In terms of the
the anatomical.
Right.
Situation.
In the anatomy department, really, still left with nothing but questions here.
I mean, you're talking about a creature whose feet are connected to its face.
Right, and one question that is on BONK's mind right now is how am I going to get this stock off? We've seen him go for those, bait out forward smashes, but already his second stock's already almost off the board.
Yeah,
and finds, teleports behind you, nothing personnel kid. He takes that first stock from Jet.
Nicely done. And no, that Jet was left to hang around for far too long. And Jet makes him pay for it.
Oh, he falls into another one, and that's a stock.
Lariat off of the side, and indeed, BONK going to be made to pay, and revenge on deck. He's going to want to pile up, and another one. Oh, man, this is going to be huge.
There.
And he was looking for that lariat to pile him up.
And he carries him off. That's the power of Meta Knight. That is, BONK has been doing this for years.
Indeed. Don't call it a comeback, folks. BONK is a former number 6 on the Philadelphia Smash 4 PR. I believe that was the height of his climb. If I'm not mistaken.
You can ask Ally what the height of his climb in Smash 4 was.
Indeed, and now as we have BONK,
a little bit of a scramble, and Incineroar is surprisingly good in scrambles with that neutral air and the Darkest Lariat, just so good for clearing space, and he got grabbed again.
Lariato off of the side, and Jet once again putting on a show for the people. Who said Suplex City had to be 1 week, Clam Hat?
I don't know. I want to find out so I can suplex them.
Indeed. I mean, we have a table right here. It's actually, this is pretty solid.
This looks like a New Japan table. I don't know. It's gonna take some force.
Yeah, shout out to New Japan, man. But
shout out to New Japan.
Absolutely, but speaking of New Japan, that Incineroar looking like Cowboy Stan Hansen with that lariat after the going up 1-0 with that.
Trying to decapitate son of a gun in the ring with a lariat.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you got that, and Omega Halberd will be the destination for game number 2.
BONK loves this pick. I don't know if it's the music, I don't know if it's the home field advantage, but he loves taking people here.
I think I have the answer to that, and that's yes. What a footstool to get stock number 1. Holy smokes. BONK, he just don't care.
I don't know what is it about this stage?
Oh no, something gets into him.
Yeah, this is some of the most, we've seen some of the most creative, some of the most ingenious plays from BONK. That is not one of them. You gotta hit your uppies the right way.
Gotta hit your
But
spot.
he is in such a, oh my God, he got him again.
Unbelievable stuff.
He just keeps him off stage, and Jet makes it back to the stage. Those buffs coming in super handy, but not enough. BONK is up basically 2.5 stocks here.
Oh, we have some news on the bracket to update you upon when we get done with this match. But right now, BONK and Jet going at each other, and BONK looking nigh upon untouchable.
Wow.
Footstool in neutral. You know what? Usually I joke about the intentionality of that. I think that might have been.
Yeah. If it's BONK, yeah, absolutely. But the other thing I'm seeing too is that you're seeing BONK use Metaknight's jumps more. He might not even let me get the chance to finish talking about this. He wants to end this game right now.
Unbelievable.
And now
stuff.
falls into a grab. That feels like the first one Jet's gotten this game. But it might be too little too late. Oh, he tried to end it right there. Just makes it back. And gets a forward tilt for his troubles. But still, the work that he did in the early game here has paid off. All he needs to land is one strong hit to bring this to a game 3. But if you're talking about strong hits, Incineroar is the character.
Dimensional cape.
No attack, just opts for just get back to the stage.
Good choke slam. And again, into that drop kick forward air. Such a good hitbox. And now, the throw, forward throw.
And he knows that he can afford to just pummel and pummel and pummel because Jet's at that percent where it's basically impossible to mash out. Takes him down, and that is it. That's what he was looking for earlier.
That is just such a good option, and indeed, no real danger for BONK if you pull up in time. And when you're playing a character like Incineroar, that's good enough. That'll do you.
Yeah, you blow that character anywhere away from the ledge, and he can be done so. Even with the buffs to his recovery, that's how you have to beat this character.
So the update on the bracket, Wish is disqualifying. Was scheduled to face Stock Taker 69 in winners, and indeed Christmas in losers wound up DQing himself, I think. I'm not really sure what the situation is. We will keep you abreast of it. Either way, Stock Taker 69, the beneficiary. And now is Jet trying to establish dominance upon the stage at Smashville, game number 3.
I think I like this pick from Jet. So the previous stage was basically FD, and you saw BONK use that a lot to really contest. Oh, did he get him again? No, he didn't. He makes it back, and he gets a grab. And now this is looking. What a strong first stock from Jet.
Beautiful stuff from Jet, and that's how you want to come back.
Absolutely.
He slowed it down. He took his time, and he didn't let BONK
carries him off stage. He still has his jumps.
Carrying.
Oh, okay. Good safety there. Using the air dodge instead of an aggressive option against that descending down or up B.
Trying to catch the cross chop with the neutral B.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what would have won out, honestly, but that cross.
Because at that point, the super armor would have had to run out.
I want to say you're right.
He's going hunting with with the neutral B. And just gets another grab. And now this is the problem for BONK. You have to get this stock off the board before you lose too much more. Only gets 2 hits to the back air. That could be costly.
That's
Finds
an
the up smash on the ledge jump.
Beautiful
and now
stuff.
Even stocks is the most important thing. But BONK does have a lot to do to even these percents up. He's starting the work now. He's getting off stage.
He's carrying him, escorts him to the blast zone. BONK with no regard for Pokemon life.
He just makes it look so easy.
Unbelievable, and I was actually just about to say that. It was just about even, just because this is Incineroar at a low percentage. He can get carried to hell and high water, and indeed, BONK, like Sharon across the river Styx, escorting Jet to his death. And now, with a full stock advantage,
there's the
Philadelphia
revenge.
number 7,
that.
Jet, who was so instrumental in Spectrum Smash's successes in the Tri-State circuit at Suplex City. We saw him do quite well on the Master Hand Gaming stream in the circuit.
It's gonna take a miracle here to come back into this game.
Jet with the choke slam. And he is building up a lot of rage, so that Darkest Lariat will clean things up, and you really do have to hit your mark with that thing, or else that could have been game.
There's one grab. Health bar's ticking down for Metaknight here. This is even stocks. Anything can happen. That's another grab. BONK has to be careful here. He can't take much more punishment. Rage isn't as strong as Smash 4, but it's still a factor here. And this is still Smashville. Oh my. Up B out of shield, but that's now stale. He might have a harder time killing with it.
Jet. Oh,
another Lariat. BONK has to watch his commitments.
He got behind him. You know, he does need to be careful. That is a very angry Incineroar, and that thing looks angry enough already.
Oh my. Oh no!
Misses with the up B, and he's going to be made to pay. Incineroar puts that Metaknight down for the 3 count, and Jet wins 2-1.
And what a story that Game 3 was. Think about how it started. Jet took the first stock only at 30%, and then it was fully in control for BONK, and then just insane composure from Jet against a character who had carried him off the side twice in a row already this set. You know the power that Metaknight has to just delete stocks and take them off the board. And to stare that down in the face and find your grabs and find your hits and just wait for your opponent to make their mistake that cost them the game. That's the composure that Jet showed us.
That up B out of neutral wound up being the undoing of BONK, so one of Philly's finest being sent to losers bracket. And that would have been a great option in Smash 4, but I mean, maybe not as much here.
You're talking about Brawl? Oh man, we would have had this set won 5 minutes ago.
No, yeah, you're not wrong, my friend. But either way, folks, what is certainly not wrong is the